Hey everyone, welcome to I Totally Love It. My name is Susan, and today I've got a final flip through of July's Junk Journal Madness Journal. The guest collaborator was Theresa Conway Hayes. For this particular month, we spun a wheel and it landed on Vintage Victorian. We had to include 5 items and make 12 items. I just marked some of the things I used. So these are like materials to use when you're making your journal. I used some lace, ribbon, I used napkin, paper doily, eyelet, button, guest check, sheet music, scrapbook paper, digital printables, book page, dyed paper, index card dividers, greeting card, and I used some tabs. And then items to make, we had to make 12. I made a regular tag, a tag with a belly band, a tag with a pocket, jumbo tag, a cluster, 4-angled pocket, corner tuck, rectangle pocket, a non-rectangle pocket, wallet pocket, side tuck pocket, a multi-pocket item that's going to be added to the list. So for August, it'll be on there. A journal card. I made a regular envelope, and that's it. Now there's things that are gonna. There's plenty of journal cards in here that were pre-made. So for other challenges or whatever, they weren't made specifically for this journal, but they worked. All right, so let's start with the cover. It's just made from scrapbook paper. It's double-sided, so it's a thicker paper. I just glued this pretty little crocheted doily. It is a 3-hole pamphlet stitch, and I did a different kind of closure this time. I put 2 eyelets on the front and 2 eyelets on the back, and just attached a ribbon to each eyelet and then just tied it. So let's go inside and see what we've got. All right, when you open it up, there's a pocket here made with a large index card divider. This was just scrapbook paper. I stuck a little tag in there, but it goes way up here, so you can have a much bigger piece of paper in there. I'll let that blink because to me that's pretty. On this side, I just did this video. Came out Sunday, Junk Journal Sketches. So I made a little cluster. So I checked off the cluster box. I made this little pocket design. If you're not familiar with Junk Journal Sketches, I'd love for you to go check it out. This was a digital of mine. That's not mine. I just put that in there. Then we have some vellum, some tea dyed paper, and so then I made this. It's a wallet, like a reverse wallet pocket. Instead of it folding and your pockets are on the inside, pockets are on the outside. And it wraps around. This was a digital I made. I just backed it on some tea dyed paper with a little bit of burlap ribbon up here. This was a tag I'd made previously. This was a digital of mine. I just backed that onto some cardstock, and I just put in a little piece of avocado dyed paper for the new owner to write on, journal on. This is a Tina Shabby Dabby Doo Dah label, and I turned that into a pocket. So that little skinny tag comes out, and get right on the back. You can put other things in there, but there you go. And the other side of that, I took a guest check, and that's napkin. That's one of my digitals, but you can journal on the back of that. These were a couple digital tags. I don't remember who they're from. They were just sitting in my stash, and I thought they would look pretty cool in here. This is a digital. My digitals are free right now on Coffee, so if you see them and like them, go grab them. That's just a little bit of navy blue ruffle stapled to the top there. Scrapbook paper and one of my labels. Then on that sheet music, this side, I glued some ribbon, I guess, some trim. And on the other side of it, this was part of a greeting card, a vintage greeting card. So I actually backed it on some cardstock to give it a little more stability. This was just some pre-made ephemera that I had in my stash. So put that in there. Scrapbook paper. This scrapbook paper, when I folded it to make the page, instead of cutting the bottom off, I folded it up to make pockets. That's some pre-made ephemera. And that's Tracy Fox. This is Michelle, Junk Journal Studio. And this little tab came from Theresa, the guest collaborator for this month. So there's plenty of space here to do. You can journal on that, or you can add your own pockets or belly bands. This is just a piece of a like back in the day of the bigger like magazine type pages. So that's just a piece of that. Some avocado dye paper. This was my very first junk journal sketches make for this journal. I believe it was episode 40. And so it's got a little tag in here. The tag was actually made from the cutoffs from the cover. So you can journal on the front. You can journal on the back. Use like a silver or white pen. I just think that came out kind of nice. Scrapbook paper that's been folded over, make a pocket. This is Tracy Fox. In the back here, just have some paper to journal on. That just came from Daiso. Those little notepads that they have. And I made this a jumbo tag. That's from Theresa. All that is scrapbook paper, and that is a digital that I've got quite a few bird digitals that I don't remember exactly who that one belonged to. This was a cluster I made previously, so I just added that up there. It's just decoration. It doesn't really serve a purpose. No, it's not like a side tuck or anything. All right, the other side of that, this was the second junk journal sketch that I put in here. And I purposefully went looking for one that had an index card divider. That's why I pulled out that bigger one that's in the front, because I wasn't sure which size I was going to go with. This is some pre-made ephemera, but I added a little tab that from Theresa. You could check out her coffee shop. So this is just scrapbook paper in the back. This is my digital, freebie digital. Excuse me. This is washi tape, ledger paper. I want to say that's Michelle, Junk Journal Studio. And this pink is scrapbook paper. It's pretty lace paper, lacy doily, lace doily, paper lace doily, paper doily. It's just pretty. I almost glued it to that, but I thought no, because whoever gets it can, decide if they want to glue it or decide not to. Some nice space there. So on the back, this was an idea that I watched. The channel is Paper Old and New. Go check her out. This was in my part 4 video. It's just a layered pocket. And it's only glued, on the side and the bottom. I just put some craft paper back here. And then these are some pre-made ephemera pieces. Theresa. The tab is from Theresa. This is some dyed paper. It's from a girl in Florida. I don't remember her name, but I do know when you want it, you need to plan like a whole month in advance because she makes it pretty fresh. So, but I love it. It worked well in here. This was a pre-made pocket that I had in my stash, so perfect time to use it. And so was this. So nice little journal card. That's a die cut I made. I don't make too many die cuts because it's hard to get to my machine. This is the center. This is something I got in an Etsy haul a long time ago. Year and a half or so ago. But it opens up, and in the pocket there, I added a piece of that Daiso journal paper. But this is from Lydia at Raindrop Lila. It's her Etsy item called Blue Antique Documents. And so I just printed it on front and back because she's got the front and then you've got the back to choose from as well. So if you just want it blank, you don't want any words, then you can just do it the same. When I print these, I use, I have an HP printer. So I have the option to use that HP matte presentation paper. Do you have an Epson? It probably is on there as well. And that's the only way I can get it to print borderless. So it may alter the color a little bit, but looks very antique to me. I left all this blank, so whoever gets it can just write in here. All right, and then we're gonna put that back in there. And so the back here, I just glued a flower digital on here that kind of went with the colors that you're looking at here. Then you can journal all around that. And on this side, I had one of my clusters I made a long time ago, and just a little piece of scrap ledger paper there. This is that envelope I made from scrap paper, and that's one of my digitals. That's free. Once again, they're all free. I did add Queen Victoria in there in her younger years. This was some pre-made ephemera, fit nicely in there. And I started to glue her here, and I thought, no, then I'll let whoever is gonna own this, they could journal on this, or they could add something here. And then since we're talking about Queen Victoria, we can go back a little bit further with Queen Elizabeth I. So I had her, this is just a little cluster of labels from Junk Journal Studio, a tab from Theresa. There's the other side of that lace doily. This was part of that scrapbook paper for the very, very front. It was the bird down at the bottom corner, and I thought I don't want to throw it away. It'd be good to use it, so I just backed it on some cardstock, cut it out. So that's my pocket, not regular shape, or not rectangle shape. I gotta glue her back. Hang on, let's do that right now. I knew that was gonna do that. This was some pre-made ephemera, and let's glue a little bird beak down. All right. This is, and I think the Queen Victoria picture, those are all Tracy Fox on I think this was in the same kit. This was some pre-made ephemera, just a little journal card. Little side tuck there. Did I mark side tuck? I did. Okay. The scrapbook paper. This is Shabby Dabby Doodah. These are just some pre-made ephemera pieces I had from journals, challenges, and some journal paper here. Okay, and that was that scrapbook paper. This was a cluster I made a long time ago, and it does nothing but decorate. A little leftover piece of lace from when I didn't even talk about that. That has that lacy edge, a little leftover piece, and it's also used here on this cluster. So I use every bit of what I cut off to do that edge there. Scrapbook paper pocket. This is my digital. This is Tracy Fox, part of that whole thing with Queen Victoria. This was a tag. This is a belly band, so I'm sorry there's nothing in it, but index card, not quite. Trim an index card, you could fit in there. We'll see. Paper. There you go. So I'll leave that to the owner to fill. It's Theresa. And that's back on the other side of that avocado dyed paper. Cluster just to decorate the corner. Decorated this. This was tea dyed glassine envelope that I got off Etsy. And that's a cluster I made I had this weekend, I think it was January 2023, when I just sat and made a ton of clusters. So I thought that looked nice there. It's the back of that like magazine page. This is Page Edge. I did not make this. This was part of the Sunday share from a Facebook group I'm in. So I just glued that on there to give it a little interest there. That's my cluster. Some that same journaling paper and that cute. You know, we had pets back then. They had pets back then. Another little cluster that turned into a little side tuck. Back of scrapbook paper. This was one of my earlier on junk journal sketches. Turn that into a pocket, and so both of these are just some pre-made ephemera pieces. It's just a journal card. Tab that you know came from Theresa. So this is the what is it? A 4-angled pocket or multi-pocket? Maybe this is the multi-pocket. Still get 4 pockets out of it though. This idea came from Rachel at Rach and Bella. So these are all pre-made ephemera. So I've got the one in the very back behind the whole pocket. And you've got some Junk Journal Studio. Some of these pieces are off of Graphics Fairy. There's that one, that lady, and then some butterflies. Don't remember who that is. That's Michelle. That's Tracy. Nope. Michelle, Tina, shabba-dabba-dooba, shabba-dabba-doo-da. Okay. And on the back of this is something nobody saw me make. You saw in the last video, I glued that in, and I made a little just mini notebook. This is a mini notebook, like a little tear notebook with some pages. So I just got various papers in here that you can write on. And I did staple it, so I covered the staples with a little bit of lace. Well, it's not really lace, it's ribbon, but it's like sheer, and it's just embroidered type of design there. All right. And this was the other pocket idea from Rachel, Rach and Bella. And so this is Tina. Shabba-dabba-doo-da. All right. These are all pre-made ephemera pieces. So you got this back pocket. Oops. And you can trim those off. I've done that in other projects. And you've got this pocket here. And then you've got this pocket. And this way, this pocket. Okay. This is my tag with a pocket. Don't have anything in it, but totally put something in it. Like that. And then that's a pocket as well. Right, and then I just glue those birds because they've been waiting to go somewhere. They fit very nicely with the colors. All right, guys. I really enjoyed making this. Thank you, Theresa, for reaching out and agreeing to be a collaborator and giving us such wonderful choices to choose from. The only one that really scared me on here was German history because I didn't really feel like I had a lot of German stuff in my stash. I had some German text. I really would have had to research that one. Yeah, so I want to thank Trish and at Crafting with Trish or Crafting Whimsy with Trish and Amber at Night Owl Collage because they are YouTubers who participate. I have made a playlist. And ladies who participate, if I've left off a video from that playlist, please let me know. And on Thursday, August the 1st, we've got our new collaborator and a theme coming up. I've already made that video. It's ready to go. and I'm really excited. Trying not to, if I stop talking about it, I won't let it slip out what it is. I have updated the list in my coffee shop, so you're welcome to go look at the list. And the coffee shop, if you get that, that's just a PDF, so it's not going to update as I add things. But if you go down in the link, there down in the description of the video, there is a link to the Google Doc, and as I add things to that, you can just click on that link and get the freshest copy. So anything you see that's missing from those lists, let me know. So if you have the current list, you might want to go grab the new list, because I've added quite a bit of things to that. This journal will be for sale in my coffee shop, along with some other things that are getting ready to get listed, and a lot of journals up there. So if you're interested in any of those, reach out. If you want to make a combination pack so shipping can be cheaper, we can work on that too. But I'm excited. I hope you, if you didn't participate in any of the previous months, we would love to have you join us here in August. And you're always welcome to go back and work on any of these in the past. Just put the hashtag, it's JJ Madness, so you don't have to type out junk journal every time. Just put JJ Madness. Yeah, so I'm really excited about that. And on Thursday, the video where I revealed the theme and the collaborator, towards the back half of the video, I do kind of go over what some of these items are. So, but anytime you have a question, feel free to just ask in the comments below. I'll be happy to answer. All right, guys, I appreciate you and your time. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I'll see you in the next one. Until then, bye-bye.